What's going on, guys? Having an back with a video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the history of Clash Royale over the past 4 years. It's time to make you feel old because the game has quite the extensive history, and I wanted to take you on the trip down memory lane. We're going to overview every update ever. Of course, we'll be skipping over smaller updates and balance changes for your convenience and to not make the video 5 hours long. So without further ado, let's get right into it. January 4th, 2016, Clash Royale was soft launched and was only available in select countries on iPhone. But hear this, you had to pay for battles, friendly battles, the expo targeted air, yikes. The shop chests were different, and we only had 42 cards, 12 for each rarity, common, rare, and epic of course. The game was simple and so cute. About a month later, the 2nd of February, a new arena unlocked at 3,000 trophies. The Legendary Arena. We also got seasons added to the game where players would reset back to 3K and the deducted trophies would be given back as the Legend trophies. We also got tournament rules, which would allow all friendly battles to be fair. The battle cost was finally removed and the expo was changed to only target ground now. On February 16, Clash Royale was finally soft launched on Android. 3 days later, all spells were nerfed to do 20% less damage to crown towers. Whoa. 29th of February, we got a huge update. 4 new cards, the Royal GG, 3 Musketeer, Dark Prince, and Poison. And we also got a new rarity called Legendary. A new arena, Builder's Workshop unlocked at 1,700 trophies, 2 new chests, the Giant Chest and the Super Magical Chest, and we finally had the ability to save more than one deck. Prior to this update, you would have to change your deck every time you wanted to use something different. March 2nd, 2016, the game was officially globally launched. This was considered the real release date, reason why my history videos always go up today instead of, January. A little over a month later, on May 5th, level 6 legendaries were removed from the game, so now the cap was level 5. Furthermore, common and rare cards received a higher level cap, and King Towers were now maxed at level 13 and not 12. Some new cards came around, Fire Spirits, Furnace Guards, and Lava Hounds. Oh, you thought I was done. The Miner and the Sparky. Jeez, that's quite a lot of cards there, eh? The ability to spectate battles live was added, the gold cap was increased from 500k to 1 million, and you can now buy legendaries from the shop. July 4th, 2016, tournaments were added, starting at level 8. A new arena, Frozen Peak, unlocked at 2,300 trophies, 2 new cards, the Log and the Lumberjack, and you can now pick which arena to play in friendly battles. Moving over to August 28th, the seasonal trophy reset was increased to 4k, which was previously 3k. On September 19th, we got a ton of stuff. The Mega Minion, the Ice Golem, the Inferno Dragon, and the Graveyard. You can now mute emotes because, they kind of got annoying and people were complaining about it. The Grind Challenges and Classic Challenges were added, and we got 2 new chests, the Legendary Chest and the Epic Chest. November 1st, we got some more new cards. Elite Barbarians, Tornado, Clone Spell, and the Electro Wizard. This was also the first update where Supercell gave us a chance to win a new legendary for free in challenges. Also, mysteriously, out of topic by the way, the Super Magical Chest keyhole suddenly disappeared. Whoa. Furthermore, on December 15th, we got even more cards. Wow, Supercell, the Goblin Gang, Battle Ram, Dark Goblin, and the Executioner. We can now finally request epic cards every Sunday. We got a new clan event called Clan Chess. This will be every Monday and will last 7 days. We also got a new arena called Jungle Arena unlocked at 2,600 trophies. This was introduced in December but was not available until January 13, 2017. And yeah, don't worry, a lot of stuff like this happens throughout the history, so if you hear me say something was announced, then that doesn't mean it was released that same day as the update. Anyways, on January 13, 2017, the same day when the Jungle Arena was available, clan chests were now every week. It will last 3 days, which would only require like half the crowns they needed back in December, and the chest contained half of everything it originally had. It sounds like a nerf, but it actually wasn't. It was just like, cut in half, but also twice as much. Make sense? Okay, yeah, let's go. Flying over to March 10, the clan chest was moved over to start on Fridays because it seemed easier and smarter to have them on weekends instead of Mondays because people hate Mondays, March 13, leagues were introduced for players over 4k trophies. A new clan chest was added, the seasonal draft chest. We also got a new game mode called Clan Battles, which was a new type of literal game mode, like it was 2v2. This was obviously new to the game and people were really interested in it, so yeah. But it was only like every other week, so you couldn't play it all the time. We also got some new cards, the Bats, Heal Spell, Night Witch, and the Bandit. Aside from all that, Legendary Arena was moved up to 3,800 trophies and the old Arena 10 was renamed to Hog Mountain. Heading over to June 12th, 4 new cards were announced: the Skeleton Barrel, Flying Machine, Cannon Card, and the Mega Knight. We got some challenges: Triple Elixir, Sudden Death, and the Ramp Up challenges. More deck slots were added. You could now add friends, you could now copy decks from replays in TV Royale, and the clans were now unlocked at level 1. Oh, well, we aren't done yet. The card shop was cycled to cycle all cards in a matter of 3 months. Somewhere in August as well, 2v2 was made permanent, so instead of a temporary game mode you play once in a while, you can now play whenever you want it. October 9th, 2017, quests were added into the game. Touchdown was temporarily added. Battle changes were also added, like the ability to rematch, and we can now have Dankified 2v2 chats. These were just like buttons with preloaded chats. Flying all the way over to the end of the year on December 12, we got a new arena, Electro Valley. Unlocked at 3,400 trophies. Some new cards were announced: Zappies, Hunters, and the Royal Ghost. We got some new chests in the shop as well, replacing the old chest. April 25th, there was Clan Wars. Yes, Clan Wars, finally. We also got a new card announced, the Rascals. Spectators could now also throw emotes. You can now share decks with your clan, and Supercell ID was added. Heading over to the summer of 2018, June 20th, we got another huge update. 3 new cards are announced: the Giant Snowball, Royal Hogs, and the third card called the Royal Recruits. Emotes were finally added. So instead of having the 4 ones that we've had for like 2 years, you can now finally throw stuff like Princess and Goblin Laughing. 1v1 matches above 4K trophies now had a 3-minute sudden death instead of a normal 60 seconds, and the maximum gold cap was increased once again to 5 million gold. Moving on to September 5th, the Goblin Giant was added and the Electro Dragon was featured to release on another date. We got trade tokens to now trade cards with your clan. War Bounty was added. You can now use emotes in the clan chat, and also the card levels were switched up so that they would all max out at level 13. So this didn't mean that all cards had 13 levels. It would just mean that instead of starting at 1, some of them would start at, like, 9 or 8 or 7. That's just an example, After a few balance changes, on December 5th, star levels were introduced. We had the Ram Rider revealed, global tournaments, private tournaments were made better than ever. The Super Magical chest was changed over to the Mega Lightning chest. You can now add friends directly after a 2v2 match. Achievement badges were added to your profile, and legend trophies were removed but compensated with a dank emote. 2019, whoa, they grow up so fast, eh? The first update on the 1st of January, literally the first day, we got a new arena called Spooky Arena at 3,600 trophies. Legendary Arena was moved to 4K, and a new card was revealed, the Wallbreakers, which will be released over in February. After a while of bug fixes, tweaks, and balances, Supercell dropped a bomb on April 15th. Whoa, Trophy Road. This was a way to climb up ladder for extra rewards without no additional purchase. So everyone playing ladder could enjoy some really sweet gold, gems, cards, tokens, and emotes. 2 new cards were announced as well. We got the Earthquake and the Goblin Cage. And we got a ton of new game modes like Mega Deck, Elixir Capture, and Dragon Hunt. And along with all this, we got a home screen rework. It was starting to feel a little crowded and hot, so it was cleaned up, Heading over to July 1st of the summer of 2019, the game got flooded. No, really, it got flooded with Season 1. This was the first season of the game ever. There was an arena makeover, tower skins, and new game modes, and when buying Pass for Royale, you got the chance to have a golden name, earn much more rewards, and earn exclusive emotes and tower skins. August 5th, we got Season 2, Shipwrecked. Now, seasons aren't really updates, so there's no reason to mention every season, but it's still cool to see the visual changes and skins and emotes, so we'll just mention all of them and, do it really quickly. But that being said, on September 2nd, we got Season 3, Be Legendary. But at the end of the same month, we got a massive update once again. A new party button was added. This would allow us to click one button to play multiple game modes that would reshuffle frequently with more game modes. Triple Draft was added, an improved version of draft battles. Tiebreakers were introduced to avoid frequent ties in certain game modes. And then finally, the last major addition was Crown Rush. kind of like Gold Rush and Gem Rush, but this was for crowns. Season 4 came around on the 7th of October, being given the name Shocktober. A new card is announced, the Elixir Golem. A bonus bank was added to Pass Royale to earn more gold when finishing all 35 tiers. Season 5 flies in on November 11th as the Great Goblin Feast. Other than the season changes, tiebreakers were made a permanent feature across the entire game. At the end of November though, the 27th came with a huge sum of quality of life changes and visuals. Firstly, matches were cut down to 5 minutes instead of the 6. Also, when clicking a card, you can now easily see what the card does and how to counter, which was really cool. Clashmas comes around on the 2nd of December, of course being season 6 now. This was the first season where players who didn't purchase a pass got free tower skins. We also got a new feature called Card Level Boost. Newly released cards could now temporarily be used at a max level for your level of King Tower for the first season the card was released in. This would allow players to test new cards without having a disadvantage. Now we are in 2020. Whoa. Time flies, eh? We're already at season 7. January 6th, yet again being called Lunar Festival. This time though, we got a new card, the Firecracker. February 3rd, the arena comes back to a Legendary with season 8. And then finally, the latest update yet, Clash Royale announced a new card called the Royal Delivery. This one was a pretty small update, but something big was teased. And as of right now, we don't really know what it is, but we got a hint. I don't know, maybe you guys can solve it. With that being said though, that is pretty much the entire history of Clash Royale. I know you guys were expecting this video every single year, so here you go, and happy birthday Clash Royale. Here's to another more years. Let's try and make it to a decade or 2 decades. With that being said though, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, have a gaming out. Peace!